Have you heard about music's surprising pitch change? Since the 19th century, Western music has undergone a fascinating transformation in pitch. This shift means that the note C played in Mozart's era was actually half a semitone lower than our modern C. Imagine listening to a symphony where the instruments sound slightly softer and richer than what we hear today. As a result, all contemporary music is sharper, creating a noticeable difference when you compare it to the works of historical composers like Beethoven and Bach. Why did this happen? It seems musicians wanted to achieve brighter, more resonant tones, prompting a gradual rise in pitch standards. This evolution affects everything from classical pieces to pop hits, leaving us with a musical experience shaped by time and culture. So next time you enjoy your favorite song, remember that you're hearing it at a pitch that's quite different from what Mozart heard. Here's a wild fact about Goran Kropp. In 1996, this adventurous Swede took on a challenge that most wouldn't even dream of. He cycled 5,000 kilometers from Sweden to Nepal, conquered the towering heights of Mount Everest solo, and then made the long journey back on his bike. What makes his journey even more extraordinary is that Goran climbed Everest without the help of Sherpas or using bottled oxygen, pushing the limits of human endurance. Imagine pedaling your way through diverse landscapes and tackling the world's highest mountain, all under your own power. Along the way, he faced extreme weather, steep trails, and the daunting heights of the Himalayas. Goran's feat not only showcased incredible stamina and determination, but also highlighted the spirit of adventure. Have you ever dreamed of taking on such an epic challenge? Can you believe pine needles pack more vitamin C? These unassuming green leaves from pine trees are often overlooked, but they offer a fantastic health boost. Pine needles actually contain more vitamin C than your average orange, making them a treasure trove of this essential nutrient. While oranges are widely celebrated for their vitamin C content, pine needles provide an easy, natural alternative for those looking to spice up their diet. They are not only rich in vitamin C, but also boast a variety of antioxidants that can support overall health. People have used pine needles for centuries in herbal teas, and some even incorporate them into recipes for a unique twist. Imagine sipping a warm cup of pine needle tea, benefiting from that refreshing flavor while giving your immune system a solid kick. So next time you see a pine tree, remember that its needles may be more than just a pretty sight. They could be a powerhouse of nutrition just waiting to be enjoyed. What if I told you Santa Lucia is one of a kind? It's true. Santa Lucia is the only country in the world named after a woman. This beautiful island nation in the Caribbean honors Santa Lucia de Siracusa, a Christian martyr who lived in the 4th century. According to history, she was celebrated for her bravery and devotion, making her an enduring symbol of hope and resilience. Visitors flock to Santa Lucia not only for its stunning beaches and lush rainforests, but also to immerse themselves in its unique culture, which reflects a blend of African, European, and indigenous influences. From lively festivals celebrating the local heritage to the delicious Creole cuisine, Santa Lucia offers a rich experience that's hard to match anywhere else. So the next time you hear about this charming island, remember it carries the name of a remarkable woman. How many countries can boast such a special story? Guess what really drives your body while you sleep? During deep sleep, a fascinating process takes place that affects how we respond to irritants like dust or pollen. The nerves responsible for triggering a sneeze are inactive during this stage of sleep, which means you won't sneeze even if something bothers your nose. This natural suppression of the sneeze reflex is crucial because it allows your body to focus on essential functions like repairing tissues, consolidating memories, and regulating hormones. Imagine trying to sleep while constantly sneezing. By temporarily disabling sneezing, your body prioritizes rest and recovery, ensuring you wake up refreshed and ready to tackle the day. So the next time you're peacefully snoozing, remember this incredible way your body protects itself. Isn't it amazing how our bodies manage these processes while we dream? Did you know Mauritania abolished slavery in 1981? This West African nation made headlines as the last country to officially end this practice. However, the journey to true freedom has been rocky. In 2007, laws were finally introduced to criminalize slave ownership, but enforcement of these laws remains weak, leaving many vulnerable. Human rights groups estimate that tens of thousands of people still live in conditions akin to slavery, often working under coercion and without pay. The Mauritanian government frequently downplays the situation, labeling it as a relic of the past. Yet activists insist that systemic forced labor is still a harsh reality for many. This complex and troubling issue raises urgent questions about human rights, enforcement, and what more needs to be done to ensure all Mauritanians can live in freedom and dignity. Prepare to be amazed by Canada's penny disappearance. In 2012, Canada made a bold move by eliminating the penny from circulation. Why did they do this? The cost to produce each penny was actually greater than its value. With production expenses soaring, the government realized that continuing to make pennies was not only costly, but also impractical for everyday transactions. This decision sparked discussions in other countries about potentially following suit. Imagine a world where small change is less of a hassle. Without pennies cluttering wallets and stores, transactions became simpler and more efficient. After the penny's removal, many Canadians quickly adapted to rounding prices to the nearest 5 cents. Could this change pave the way for other nations to consider their own obsolete coins? In a fast-paced economy, Canada showed us that sometimes letting go can lead to greater efficiency. Is it really true about Jesus' childhood miracles? Recently, an incredible discovery emerged from Germany. The oldest manuscript detailing the early years of Jesus, dating back to the 5th century. This fascinating document recounts miraculous events from his childhood, capturing the imagination of scholars and believers alike. One of the most remarkable stories tells of young Jesus creating clay sparrows and then bringing them to life. This narrative not only highlights themes of creativity and divine power, but also offers a glimpse into the cultural and artistic expressions of that time. The manuscript provides insights into how early Christians understood Jesus' identity and role from a young age, emphasizing his divinity and miraculous capabilities. With the manuscript in hand, researchers are digging deeper to understand its origins, its impact on Christian tradition, and how it reflects the values and beliefs of the society in which it was written. This captivating find raises intriguing questions about the relationship between historicity and faith. What can these stories tell us about both the past and present? What if I told you video games can boost your brain? Research shows that playing video games offers more than just entertainment. They can actually help improve your memory, reflexes, and social skills. When you engage in games that challenge your problem-solving abilities or require quick decision-making, your brain gets a workout. For instance, action games often demand fast reflexes and sharp focus, while strategy games can enhance planning and critical thinking. Moreover, many multiplayer games foster teamwork and communication, which are essential skills in our daily lives. So the next time someone says video games are a waste of time, you can share how they serve as a fun form of mental training. Whether you're shooting aliens in a sci-fi saga or collaborating with friends to build a virtual fortress, you're not just playing, you're actually helping your brain get stronger and more agile. How cool is that? You might be shocked to learn that fish can zap. Some fish have incredible abilities to generate electricity, with certain species packing a punch of up to 220 volts. How do they do it? These fish, like the electric eel and the knife fish, are equipped with specialized organs that produce electrical charges. They use these powerful discharges for multiple purposes. For example, when hunting in murky waters, they can stun their prey, making it easier to catch dinner. They also use electricity as a defense mechanism against predators, giving themselves a shocking advantage when threatened. Navigating through dark or cloudy water can be tricky, but these fish rely on their electrical senses to find their way around and communicate with each other. Imagine swimming and sending out electrical pulses to see your surroundings. So the next time you dive into a river or ocean, remember that some fish might just light up your world in an electrifying way. Surprisingly, cousin marriages were once popular in the West. Until the 1920s, marrying your first cousin was not only legal, but also a common practice in Europe and the United States. Families often saw these unions as a smart way to reinforce ties and keep wealth within the family. The idea was that by marrying relatives, they could ensure their money and assets stayed close, fostering stronger familial bonds. This tradition didn't just disappear, it continues to be celebrated in many cultures today, where cousin marriages are part of the social fabric. In some countries, these unions are still viewed positively, related to loyalty and shared heritage. So while many people today may find the concept unusual, for centuries, marrying your cousin was a normal part of life that shaped family ties and community dynamics. Did Calvin Coolidge really hide from his bodyguards? Yes, believe it or not, this quirky behavior was part of who he was. Calvin Coolidge served as the 30th President of the United States from 1924 to 1928, and he was known for his quiet personality and sometimes odd habits. One of those habits was his delight in playing hide-and-seek, but not in a traditional sense. Instead, he would occasionally hide beneath his office furniture, effectively evading his bodyguards. While some might think this is just a lighthearted anecdote, it illustrates Coolidge's playful spirit and preference for solitude during a time of great political responsibility. His odd request for privacy highlights how even serious leaders can have a whimsical side. Moreover, this behavior amused his staff, creating a lively atmosphere in the usually formal setting of the White House. So was he just looking for a moment of peace, or did he enjoy the thrill of the chase? One thing's for sure, Calvin Coolidge remains a fascinating figure in American history. Can you imagine that justice involved slavery? In medieval Ireland, the laws of the time took a fascinating yet brutal turn when it came to handling murderers. If someone committed a murder and couldn't pay a heavy fine for their freedom, the punishment was not just imprisonment or exile. Instead, the murderer would be handed over to the victim's family. This meant that the family had the shocking legal right to kill the person who took their loved one's life. This system reflects a unique blend of justice and vengeance, where payment could buy freedom, but failing to do so meant facing the wrath of the victim's kin. It raises really interesting questions about how society viewed justice and retribution back then. The idea that the family of the victim could decide the fate of the murderer underscores the stark, often harsh realities of life during those times. Did you know computer viruses cost billions annually? These sneaky programs can wreak havoc on our digital world, slowing down systems, stealing information, and disrupting businesses. Experts estimate that cybercrime, including the impact of computer viruses, could lead to costs exceeding $6 trillion globally by 2021. This staggering financial hit highlights how crucial it is for both individuals and organizations to stay vigilant. The creation and spread of these viruses can be traced back to the early days of computing, but their sophistication has grown exponentially over time. Today, they not only threaten personal devices, but can also cripple critical infrastructure, like healthcare systems and financial networks. Protecting ourselves from these threats involves regular software updates, strong passwords, and awareness of potential scams. With such a huge impact on our economy and safety, understanding computer viruses has never been more important. Can you escape a crocodile's grip easily? Experts say that poking a crocodile in the eyes is one of the quickest ways to break free if you find yourself in a tight spot with this powerful predator. Crocodiles have incredibly strong jaws, and once they snap down, their grip can feel like a vice. Luckily, their eyes are a vulnerable target. The idea is simple. Aiming for the eyes can cause enough distress to the crocodile, making it release its hold. This method works because crocodiles, like many animals, instinctively pull back when their eyes are threatened. Of course, the best way to avoid a close encounter with a crocodile is by staying at a safe distance and respecting their habitat. Crocodilian species can be found in rivers, lakes, and even some coastal areas around the world, and they play a crucial role in their ecosystems. While the thought of poking a crocodile sounds wild, it's just another reminder of how we need to respect and understand wildlife, especially those with a mouthful of sharp teeth. Imagine a robot that fuels your car for you. This innovative gas-powered robot is revolutionizing the way we refuel vehicles. With this new technology, drivers can stay comfortably inside their cars while the robot takes care of the rest. Picture this. No more braving rain or cold weather at the gas station. All you have to do is open your gas cap, and the robot's hose will attach itself to your vehicle. Designed for efficiency, this friendly machine senses the fuel level and fills your tank without you lifting a finger. It's like having a personal assistant for your car. Not only does this advance convenience, but it also improves safety by minimizing the need for people to wander around busy fueling stations. As technology continues to evolve, innovations like these show how robots can enhance our daily lives in practical ways. Could we see more robots taking over routine tasks in the future? With advancements in automation, the possibilities are endless. This might surprise you. The Credias excel at adapting. The Credias, a fascinating group of people, are renowned for their profound understanding of human nature and their remarkable adaptability to different living conditions. This unique skill set allows them to blend seamlessly into various environments, whether urban or rural, harsh or hospitable. Their keen sense of observation leads them to quickly recognize social dynamics and cultural nuances, enabling them to navigate relationships with ease. Whether it's learning new languages or adjusting to unfamiliar social customs, the Credias showcase a flexibility that not only enriches their lives, but also fosters harmonious interactions with others. Adaptability is more than just a survival skill. It represents a deep-rooted resilience that can inspire us all. Their ability to thrive in diverse situations reminds us of the power of empathy and openness in our own lives. What new lessons can we learn from the Credias about connecting with others and embracing change? Believe it or not, sumo wrestlers live shorter lives. On average, these athletes have a lifespan that is 20 years shorter than the general public. This surprising fact can be traced to several factors unique to the intense world of sumo wrestling. First, the physical demands of the sport are immense, with wrestlers often weighing over 300 pounds. Carrying that weight puts a strain on their hearts and joints, leading to increased risks of health issues like heart disease and diabetes. Second, high-calorie diets designed to help them bulk up can lead to obesity-related complications. Lastly, the rigorous training routines, while essential for competition, can also take a toll on their health over time. Despite their remarkable strength and skill, many sumo wrestlers face serious health challenges later in life. Understanding these factors can help us appreciate the sacrifices they make in the name of sport. What if I told you 1 on 100 decibels can create a black hole? Imagine a sound so powerful it could tear apart the very fabric of space and time. In theory, a noise hitting 100 decibels would produce enough energy to create a black hole, an object with gravity so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape it. For context, the loudest sounds we hear today, like a rocket launch or a jet takeoff, reach about 150 decibels. The jump to 1,100 decibels is astronomical and beyond comprehension. A black hole forms when a massive amount of energy compresses into an incredibly small space, warping the surrounding space-time. If such a sound were ever generated, it could potentially consume everything around it, including our entire galaxy. Thankfully, such sounds are purely theoretical and beyond our current capabilities. Isn't it wild to think just how powerful sound can be? What if I told you about a vibrating smart fork? This innovative gadget is part of a growing trend in consumerism, which constantly seeks out solutions for every little problem we might encounter. Designed to help people eat at a healthier pace, the smart fork vibrates if you take bites too quickly. While this might sound like a fun novelty, it highlights a bigger issue: our society's obsession with convenience. Technology has made our lives easier in many ways, yet we often overlook the beauty of simplicity and mindfulness in everyday activities like eating. Instead of savoring our food and enjoying the moment, we rely on gadgets to keep us in check. This fascinating blend of technology and habit raises important questions about our lifestyle choices. Are we becoming too dependent on these devices to guide us, or can they help us improve our daily routines? Did you know that our brains take 30 years to grow? It's fascinating how the human brain develops over time, starting from a tiny mass of cells and evolving into the intricate organ we rely on every day. This process can take over 3 decades. The brain is about 75% water, which is crucial for its function, helping to carry nutrients and regulate temperature. Even though the brain only makes up about 2% of your body weight, it's a real energy hog, using around 20% of your total energy consumption. This means every time you think, learn, or even just daydream, your brain is hard at work. Understanding how our brains grow and function is essential for recognizing the importance of brain health throughout our lives. So the next time you feel exhausted after a long study session or brainstorming, you can thank your hardworking brain for using so much energy. Have you ever wondered why sumo wrestlers can't drive? In Japan, the traditions of sumo wrestling are rich and fascinating, but there's one unusual rule that stands out. Professional sumo wrestlers are not allowed to drive cars or motorcycles. This regulation stems from safety concerns related to their size. Sumo wrestlers, often weighing over 300 pounds, find it challenging to fit comfortably in standard vehicles. Moreover, their weight makes them more susceptible to severe injuries during accidents. Imagine a small car trying to navigate city streets with a wrestler inside. There's bound to be trouble. Instead of driving, these athletes typically rely on public transportation or are chauffeured. This unique rule also reflects the cultural respect for their roles as athletes and public figures, as they engage in their training while maintaining safety on the roads. Sumo wrestling is not just a sport, it's a lifestyle that entails many fascinating customs. Have you ever wondered why some insects are masters of disguise? The wandering violin mantis, found in southern India and Sri Lanka, showcases an incredible talent for camouflage that rivals the best in nature. This remarkable insect can mimic the appearance of a branch, allowing it to blend seamlessly into its environment. This clever disguise grants the mantis a stealthy advantage while hunting, as its prey often passes by unaware of the lurking predator. Not only does it excel in hiding, but the wandering violin mantis possesses an impressive ability to turn its head. This sharp movement helps the mantis keep a watchful eye on potential prey as it stalks through the foliage. Its specialized front legs are not just for show, they are adapted for swift and precise strikes, ensuring that when the mantis makes its move, it's both effective and efficient. With such extraordinary adaptations, the wandering violin mantis proves that in the animal kingdom, survival often depends on being unseen. How do you think these skills help it in the wild? Here's something incredible about ancient astronauts. Supporters of the ancient astronaut theory highlight fascinating texts from ancient cultures, like the Sumerian Enuma Elish and the Mayan Popol Vuh. These stories describe mysterious beings descending from the sky, sharing wisdom and knowledge with humanity. Could these so-called sky gods actually be extraterrestrial visitors? This theory suggests that rather than solely relying on human ingenuity, ancient civilizations may have received advanced teachings in fields such as astronomy and mathematics from outside our planet. By examining these ancient narratives, we encounter a captivating question. Did extraterrestrial beings play a role in shaping the technological advancements of early human societies? This intriguing idea opens the door to exploring our history from an entirely new perspective. Let's uncover the truth about bald eagle vision. These magnificent birds have some of the best eyesight in the animal kingdom, allowing them to spot prey from over a mile away. Bald eagles can see a staggering 340-degree field of view, which means they can see almost all around them without moving their heads. This extraordinary vision is thanks to a special arrangement of photoreceptor cells in their eyes, which are dense and highly sensitive to light. This feature enables bald eagles to track not just one, but multiple targets at the same time. Imagine being able to locate a fish swimming under the water from high above. That's how these birds hunt. When they soar through the skies, their incredible sight helps them spot potential meals, making them efficient hunters. This remarkable adaptation has played a crucial role in their survival and success as a top predator in their habitats. How amazing is that? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Iceland isn't just ice. This stunning island, known as Island in Norse, captures the imagination with a dramatic contrast of landscapes. When early Viking explorers arrived during the harsh winter, they encountered a frozen world of snowstorms and icy cliffs, leading them to name the place Iceland based on their chilly first impressions. However, this island is also a land of fire, making it one of the most volcanically active regions on the planet. Beneath its icy surface, vibrant geysers, steaming hot springs, and lush green pastures thrive, challenging the notion that it is merely a land of frost. Surprisingly, parts of Iceland are even greener than its neighbor Greenland, adding another twist to its intriguing identity. For centuries, Iceland has inspired tales of gods and giants through its breathtaking landscapes that seem to shift from beautiful to brutal in an instant. Today, modern cities coexist with the remnants of glaciers and lava fields, while geothermal energy harnesses the land's unique characteristics. Iceland's name may imply icy desolation, but in reality, it's a magnificent tapestry of natural wonders. Did you know you can see Russia from Alaska? It might sound unbelievable, but on a clear day, the distance between the two locations is surprisingly small. Just 2.4 miles separates the Aleutian Islands, specifically Little Diomede in the US and Big Diomede in Russia. These islands sit in the Bering Strait, and if you're on Little Diomede, you can literally wave to someone standing on Big Diomede, which is part of Russia. This unique geographical position is more than just a fun fact. It reflects the close ties and shared history between these two regions. The islands are home to a handful of residents, and while they enjoy the beauty of their remote surroundings, they also experience the challenges of living in such an isolated spot. So next time you think about Alaska, remember that it's not just a northern wonderland. It's also a stone's throw away from an entirely different country. Here's what actually happens when libraries crumble. The Library of Alexandria, famous for housing over 500,000 scrolls, was the heart of ancient learning. Scholars flocked to this grand institution from all corners of the Mediterranean, eager to study the works of legendary thinkers and scientists. However, its fate took a tragic turn through a series of destructive events. One pivotal moment came during Julius Caesar's campaign in 48 BCE, when accidental fires consumed parts of the library. Later, other leaders from both Christianity and Islam contributed to its downfall, either through neglect or deliberate acts. Despite these calamities, the legacy of the Library of Alexandria lives on, inspiring countless generations. Imagine what knowledge was lost and how it could have shaped our understanding of the world today. What if it had survived intact? Prepare to be amazed by blue tarantula magic. Did you know the extraordinary blue tarantula uses nanocrystals to create its stunning blue color? These tiny crystals are arranged in a crystalline structure that acts like a mirror, reflecting specific wavelengths of light. This unique arrangement means that when light hits their surface, only certain colors bounce back to our eyes, making the tarantula appear a dazzling blue. Unlike pigments, which absorb light, this structural color results from the physical arrangement of the nanocrystals, showcasing a brilliant optical phenomenon. This eye-catching feature not only helps the tarantula in dazzling potential mates, but also plays a role in camouflage from predators. So the next time you see a blue tarantula, remember that its spectacular color is a fascinating combination of biology and physics, showcasing nature's incredible ingenuity. Guess what really drives our ecosystems? A single teaspoon of soil holds more living organisms than the entire human population. That's incredible, right? In that tiny sample, you can find millions of bacteria and various fungi, which play vital roles in maintaining healthy soil and supporting plant growth. These microorganisms work tirelessly, breaking down organic matter, recycling nutrients, and forming symbiotic relationships with plants to help them absorb water and essential minerals. Without them, our ecosystems would struggle to thrive. Soil health is directly linked to the health of our environment, affecting everything from food production to water quality. With so much life hidden beneath our feet, it's easy to see why protecting our soil is essential. So next time you dig in the garden or walk through a park, remember that you're standing on a bustling community teeming with life. How can we better appreciate and protect these tiny heroes? Rain from the sky, drones in the UAE, make it happen. It's not science fiction, it's actually happening in the United Arab Emirates, where high-tech solutions are used to combat the challenges of desert climate. The UAE faces extreme heat and limited rainfall, prompting innovative approaches to water shortages. Drones are sent soaring into the sky, equipped with special technology to inject salts into clouds. This process, known as cloud seeding, encourages clouds to release their moisture, resulting in artificial rain. The method is not only fascinating but also essential for agriculture and maintaining green spaces in such a dry region. Local scientists and meteorologists have been studying the effects of cloud seeding to understand its efficiency. With hopes to increase rainfall significantly, this cutting-edge technique may hold the key to water conservation efforts in arid climates worldwide. So next time it rains in the desert, remember that it might just be thanks to a drone doing its job. Here's what actually happens when you see red spots in eggs. Tiny red specks often found in eggs are caused by a small blood vessel breaking in the hen during the laying process. When the hen lays an egg, sometimes a tiny blood vessel bursts, leaving behind those little red spots. The good news is these spots are completely safe to eat and don't alter the egg's taste or quality at all. Understanding this natural occurrence not only clears up confusion, but also helps reduce unnecessary food waste. Many people mistakenly toss out eggs with these harmless spots, thinking they are bad. Instead, you can enjoy your eggs without worry. Next time you crack an egg and spot some red, remember it's just a little reminder of the hen's journey, not a reason to throw it away. Hard to believe, but kids grow faster in spring. Recent research reveals a fascinating trend. Children often experience growth spurts more frequently during the spring months. What could be behind this seasonal boost? Well, several factors come into play. Longer daylight hours in spring lead to increased outdoor activities, which means children are more active and likely to eat better. This combination can enhance nutrient intake, fueling their bodies for growth. Additionally, spring triggers important hormonal changes that heighten the production of growth hormones. Many parents notice their kids outgrowing shoes and clothes almost overnight during this season, making it a prime time for shopping sprees. This intriguing connection between springtime and faster growth has sparked curiosity among scientists and parents alike. So as the flowers bloom and the days grow longer, it seems our little ones are also blossoming into taller versions of themselves. You won't believe this about Alan Markovitz's revenge. In 2013, Alan Markovitz found an unconventional way to express his anger after learning of his wife's infidelity. Instead of resorting to bitterness, he decided to make a bold statement. Markovitz purchased the house right next door to his estranged wife's home and erected a gigantic statue of a hand giving the middle finger. This eye-catching sculpture was strategically positioned to point directly at her house. The shocking image quickly gained attention, turning into a local legend. While some viewed it as an amusing act of defiance, others questioned its maturity. Regardless of opinions, Markovitz's audacious move became a symbol of his frustration and creativity in dealing with personal betrayal. What does this story say about the lengths people will go for revenge? Hard to believe, but a tiger's roar echoes miles away. This remarkable sound is one of the loudest in the animal kingdom, capable of reaching ears 2 miles away. The tiger's roar plays an essential role in its life. It acts as both a territorial warning and a way to communicate with fellow tigers across vast distances. When a tiger lets out a roar, it can rival the volume of a jet engine or a booming thunderclap, making it a sound not easily forgotten. For anyone lucky enough to hear it up close, the experience can be both thrilling and intimidating. The roar not only asserts dominance in its territory, but also helps tigers locate each other. These magnificent creatures use their powerful voices to maintain social bonds and convey critical messages in their often solitary lives. Next time you think of a tiger, imagine that echoing roar cutting through the silence of the jungle. This shocking choice saved lives on 9/11. In an incredible display of human behavior during crises, over 90% of the survivors from the 9/11 terror attacks chose to delay their evacuation. While it's easy to think that instinct would push people to flee, many took precious moments to save their work, shut down computers, change shoes, or even use the bathroom. This illustrates a fascinating aspect of human nature. During emergencies, people often cling to familiar routines and responsibilities. For instance, some individuals felt the weight of unfinished tasks or the fear of losing important work, leading them to prioritize those over immediate escape. Interestingly, this phenomenon showcases how our understanding of safety can be clouded by everyday concerns. Ultimately, it prompts a critical question. In a crisis, what would you prioritize? Your safety or your responsibilities? Why do planets fit between Earth and the Moon? Imagine all the planets in our solar system squished in a line between Earth and its moon. Surprisingly, there's enough room for all of them, and even some space left over. The average distance from Earth to the Moon is about 238,855 miles, 384,400 kilometers. Now, if we line up the 8 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, they take up far less space than you might think. For example, if you lined up Jupiter, the largest planet, next to tiny Mercury, they wouldn't come close to filling the entire distance. In fact, the combined average diameters of all the planets is around 40,000 kilometers, which means they would fit snugly between us and the Moon. This mind-boggling fact gives us a sense of the vastness of space and how much empty distance exists in our solar system. Next time you gaze up at the Moon, remember there's a lot more out there than meets the eye. Can you imagine a fish that reaches 36 feet? The oarfish, known for its striking elongated body, is a stunning denizen of the deep sea. This fascinating creature can grow as long as 36 feet, making it one of the longest bony fish in the ocean. Although it spends most of its life in the dark, mysterious depths, its graceful swimming style often catches the eye of those lucky enough to encounter it. With a shimmering, silvery hue and a serpentine shape, the oarfish looks like something straight out of a fantasy tale. However, its elusive nature means few people have ever seen one in the wild. Found in deep water habitats, these fish prefer to stay away from the human world, which adds to their allure. Despite their size, they are quite timid and feed mostly on small fish and squid. The oarfish's rarity makes it a subject of intrigue for scientists and ocean enthusiasts alike, sparking curiosity about what else might be lurking in the depths of our oceans. What secrets do the deep sea still hold? Did you know Cleopatra saw the iPhone's invention? This fascinating fact reveals that Cleopatra, who ruled from 51 to 30 BC, lived remarkably closer in time to the launch of the iPhone in 2007 than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, which was built around 2560 BC. Just think about that. The Great Pyramid, an iconic symbol of ancient Egypt, was completed over 2,500 years before Cleopatra took the throne. Cleopatra's reign was part of a rich tapestry of history that included powerful pharaohs, stunning advances in art and science, and a society deeply connected to their religion and culture. This timeline shift helps us appreciate how long human history is and challenges our perception of ancient civilizations. The stark difference between Cleopatra's era and the age of the pyramids prompts us to consider how many monumental moments in history are separated by vast stretches of time. What else might be surprising about figures from history and their connection to our modern world? Did you know Jackie Chan is the voice of the Beast? In an impressive display of his talents, Jackie Chan provided the voice for the Beast in the Chinese dub of Disney's beloved film, Beauty and the Beast. Not only did he lend his voice to the character, but he also sang several parts, showcasing his extraordinary versatility as an actor. Chan, known worldwide for his martial arts skills and charming personality, took on this unique role, allowing fans to experience a new side of him. His performance added a distinct flavor to the character, blending his dynamic charisma with the Beast's emotional depth. This behind-the-scenes fun fact highlights how adaptable Chan can be, bringing memorable characters to life in various ways. A multi-talented star like Jackie Chan proves that artistic expression knows no bounds, captivating audiences across different cultures and languages. Can you imagine hearing his iconic voice with the majestic roars of the Beast? Did you know the minimum wage started at 25 cents? In 1938, the United States made a significant step towards workers' rights by establishing a minimum wage set at just 25 cents per hour. If we adjust for inflation, that amount would be about $4.50 today. Back then, this wage was enough for a hearty lunch, reflecting the cost of living and purchasing power of the time. Fast forward to today, and that same amount might barely cover a small snack from a vending machine. This dramatic shift highlights how inflation and rising living costs have outpaced wage increases over the decades. While the minimum wage has risen since its inception, many argue it's still not enough to meet the basic needs of workers today. How do you think we can ensure fair wages in the modern economy? Guess what really drives educational innovation in 1966? In an incredible burst of progress, a group from the Ministry of Education amazed everyone by completing projects 53 times faster than anticipated. This remarkable achievement showcased not only their dedication, but also the innovative strategies they used to transform education in their area. By implementing new teaching methods, leveraging technology, and fostering collaboration among educators, they were able to tackle challenges that had long been hurdles in the educational landscape. Teachers and students alike benefited from this momentum as learning opportunities expanded and educational resources became more accessible. This swift progress sparked conversations around how such success could be replicated in other regions, generating excitement about potential reforms. Looking back, this moment highlights how effective leadership and fresh ideas can lead to groundbreaking advancements in education. What other factors could have contributed to such remarkable results? Here's a wild fact about Borobudur. Situated on the beautiful island of Java in Indonesia, Borobudur holds the title of the largest Buddhist temple in the world. This magnificent structure dates back to the 8th century and showcases a stunning blend of art, spirituality, and engineering. Built as a gigantic stupa, it stands at approximately 35 meters high and consists of 9 stacked platforms, topped with a central dome. The entire temple complex is adorned with over 2,600 relief panels and 504 Buddha statues, each telling a part of the Buddhist story. As visitors wander through its intricate carvings and pathways, they aren't just experiencing an architectural marvel, they're also walking through a spiritual journey designed to reflect the path to enlightenment. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1991, Borobudur attracts thousands of tourists and pilgrims each year, curious to explore its rich history and profound beauty. Have you ever dreamed of witnessing such an extraordinary sight? Did you know bats help save farmers money? These amazing creatures make up about 20% of all mammal species and play vital roles in our ecosystem. By consuming vast quantities of insects, including pests that damage crops, bats naturally control agricultural pests without the need for chemical pesticides. This natural form of pest management not only protects crops, but also keeps farming costs down. Beyond pest control, bats also contribute to pollination and seed dispersal, helping to maintain healthy forests and diverse plant life. Many plants rely on bats to help them reproduce by spreading their seeds or pollinating flowers. So the next time you see a bat swooping through the night sky, remember they are not just flying mammals. They are eco-friendly allies that support farmers and the environment alike. How amazing is that? What if I told you farting can cost you a red card? In a surprising event during a 2016 football match in Sweden, a player faced ejection for doing just that. The referee considered the sound of flatulence as unsportsmanlike behavior, leading to an unexpected and humorous moment on the field. This incident raised eyebrows, causing both laughter and debate among fans and players alike. While football rules emphasize fair play, everyone knows that players sometimes get emotional, and humor can inadvertently explode in a tense game. Some say that the referee's decision was a bit harsh, while others think it added an unforgettable twist to the match. As bizarre as it sounds, this incident highlights how even the most absurd situations can unfold in professional sports. What do you think? Should players get penalized for something that natural? Is it really true that tongue sizes differ by gender? A fascinating study by the University of Edinburgh reveals that the average male tongue measures approximately 3.3 inches, while the average female tongue comes in at around 3.1 inches. While the differences in length are minor, this finding is a fun reminder of the unique variations in human anatomy. It's interesting to consider how such small distinctions can exist in our bodies, Even if tongue length doesn't carry much medical significance, our tongues are vital for many everyday functions like speaking and tasting, yet few people think about their size. This study opens up conversations about other anatomical differences we might not be aware of. Why do such differences exist, and what do they tell us about human biology? It's a striking example of how diverse we all are, right down to the very muscles in our mouths. Is it really true that Del Cano sailed around the world? In September 1522, Juan Sebastián del Cano achieved what many thought was impossible. He became the first person to successfully circumnavigate the globe. Starting his journey in 1519, he set sail from Spain with Ferdinand Magellan on a mission to find a westward route to the Spice Islands. After Magellan's untimely death in the Philippines, Del Cano took command of the expedition, demonstrating incredible leadership and navigational skills. He and his remaining crew faced treacherous waters, unpredictable weather, and dwindling supplies. Despite numerous challenges, Del Cano persevered, eventually returning to Spain aboard the Victoria, the only ship to complete the voyage. His remarkable journey not only expanded our understanding of geography, but also showcased the courage and determination of explorers during the Age of Discovery. Del Cano's achievement forever changed the way we view the world and inspired countless future voyages across the vast oceans. What else do you think explorers might discover on their journeys? This might surprise you. Marketing beats research in pharma. In the world of pharmaceuticals, companies are investing almost twice as much in marketing as they are in research and development. Specifically, a staggering 24% of their budget goes to marketing efforts, while only 13% is allocated for R&D. This reveals a striking focus on promotion rather than on discovering new treatments or improving existing ones. Why does this matter? When companies spend so much on advertising, patients and healthcare providers may be inundated with information about medications, but might not see the same level of investment directed toward breakthrough therapies or innovative solutions for unmet medical needs. The marketing tactics range from flashy advertisements to persuasive promotions, greatly influencing public perception and choice. This raises questions about priorities in the healthcare sector and whether the push for profit is overshadowing the mission to improve lives through genuine medical advancements. Shouldn't more emphasis be placed on developing life-saving drugs instead of selling them? Let's uncover the truth about dangerous hippos. In a shocking encounter in Africa, a hunter discovered just how unpredictable wildlife can be when he faced a hippo's wrath. While he was likely trying to observe these massive creatures, the hippo unexpectedly charged at him, resulting in overturned vehicles and a frantic escape that left him stranded in a tree. Hippos, although appearing docile and often associated with serene riverside scenes, are among the most dangerous animals in Africa. They can run surprisingly fast and have powerful jaws capable of crushing bones. This incident serves as a powerful reminder that wildlife isn't just about beautiful landscapes and cute animals. It can also be unpredictable and dangerous. Respecting their space and understanding their behavior is crucial for anyone venturing into their territory. Are you ready to learn more about how to stay safe around wild animals? Imagine reading all those privacy policies in 1 year. It's mind-boggling to think that if you tried to tackle every online privacy policy you agree to in just 12 months, it would take about 76 8-hour workdays. This incredible statistic sheds light on how much information we consent to without ever really diving into the details. Every time we sign up for a new app, website, or service, we tick that little box agreeing to their privacy terms, often without a second thought. The truth is, most people are busy living their lives, and reading dense legal text isn't exactly high on the to-do list. As a result, this leads to users being largely unaware of how their personal data might be used or shared. With concerns about data privacy on the rise, it's essential to find ways to simplify these policies or encourage transparency. Could technology be developed to make these terms more understandable, so everyone knows what they're signing up for? It's a hot topic that deserves our attention. Meet the genius behind amazing animatronics creations. Danny Hin has gained recognition for his incredible mechanical designs that bring imagination to life. Picture this: a tricycle that can actually write, and a life-size figure of Snoop Dogg effortlessly gliding through neighborhoods. These creations aren't just toys. They showcase the perfect blend of engineering and artistry. Hin's journey began with a fascination for mechanics, leading him to experiment with different materials and technologies. His innovative spirit has allowed him to push the boundaries of what animatronics can do, turning ordinary ideas into extraordinary realities. Whether it's a whimsical robot or a charmingly odd contraption, each piece reflects his unique vision and skill. These works not only entertain but also spark curiosity and excitement, inviting people of all ages to explore the wonders of technology. So the next time you see a quirky animatronic, think about the genius like Danny Hin who made it possible. What will he create next? Here's a wild fact about millipedes. In 2020, scientists discovered a remarkable new species of millipede called Eumolopes persephone, and it has a jaw-dropping 306 legs. This incredible count not only breaks the record for millipedes, but leaves the previous champion, with its 818 legs, in the dust. Found in the lush, damp environments of the Amazon rainforest, Eumolopes persephone thrives in the moist leaf litter, where it munches on decaying plant material. While you might think that having over 1,000 legs could make movement clumsy, this millipede navigates its habitat with surprising agility. The discovery is not just fascinating for nature lovers, it also highlights the incredible biodiversity hidden in our planet's ecosystems. Researchers are excited about how this finding might reveal more about millipede evolution and their role in the environment. What other surprises might be lurking in the forest? Why exactly are banana plants classified as herbs? Though they look like trees, banana plants are actually giant herbs. This might surprise you, but they don't have a woody trunk like traditional trees do. Instead, their structure is made from tightly packed layers of leaf bases called pseudostems, which can grow up to 30 feet tall. The reason for this classification lies in how the plant grows. A banana plant's stem is not solid and hard like a tree trunk. It's more like a softer, fibrous tube. When banana plants produce fruit, they can be quite impressive, with clusters of bananas hanging from the flower stalks. These fascinating plants thrive in tropical climates, where they soak up sun and moisture, growing quickly and producing tasty fruit. Moreover, bananas are not just delicious. They are rich in potassium and other vitamins, making them a popular snack worldwide. So the next time you enjoy a banana, remember that you're eating a giant herb, not a fruit from a tree. Believe it or not, she lived without lungs for 12 days. In 2016, an incredible medical story emerged from Canada when a woman faced a life-threatening infection that forced doctors to remove both of her lungs. This radical procedure might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but thanks to groundbreaking technology, she was able to survive. The medical team used an advanced machine designed to oxygenate her blood, essentially taking over the functions of her missing lungs. This innovating method kept her alive while she battled a severe infection, allowing her body to heal. Her case highlighted the remarkable advancements in medical science and the power of life support technology. During those 12 days, doctors monitored her closely, and when her condition improved, she was able to receive lung transplants. This miraculous story not only inspires hope, but also raises questions about the future of medical treatments and the limits of human survival. Guess what really drives Australians to unite? In 2000, a massive wave of frustration rolled through Australia as citizens rallied against soaring beer prices. This collective outrage led to the country's largest petition, which amassed an astounding 792,185 signatures. It's hard to imagine, but this movement not only highlighted the importance of beer in Australian culture, but also showcased how passionate people can be about affordability and their favorite beverages. As pub prices climbed and pint costs became a hot topic, Australians took action, believing that beer should be accessible for everyone. The petition was a vivid reminder of how deeply values like camaraderie and tradition resonate within communities. Beer is more than just a drink. It represents social gatherings, celebrations, and the Australian way of life. So next time you enjoy a cold one, remember the united stand taken by nearly 800,000 voices to protect their beloved brew. Guess what really drives border security in India? The Indian government has taken a unique step by installing lighting along its border with Pakistan, significantly enhancing visibility in the area. This initiative not only increases safety, but also demonstrates a commitment to controlling the border effectively. Imagine vast stretches of land being illuminated at night. This visibility helps in monitoring movements and deterring unlawful activities. From a global perspective, it showcases India's proactive measures in maintaining security, making it clear that the nation prioritizes safety and vigilance. Local communities also benefit from improved visibility as it creates safer pathways for residents while aiding border patrol initiatives. It's fascinating how something as simple as lighting can transform border security strategies and foster a sense of safety among citizens. How might this impact local interactions and relations over time? What if I told you mermaids almost fooled the world? In 2012, Animal Planet aired 2 fictional documentaries about mermaids that captivated viewers and sparked a frenzy of belief in these enchanting creatures. The shows were crafted so skillfully that many people considered the possibility of mermaids being real. This surge of interest was so pronounced that the US government felt compelled to issue an official statement denying the existence of mermaids. It highlighted how easily entertainment can blur the lines with scientific reality and folklore. The captivating blend of storytelling and vivid visuals hooked audiences, demonstrating our age-old fascination with mythological beings. But why did this particular narrative resonate so deeply? Perhaps it ties into humanity's love for the mysterious and the unexplained. When faced with compelling stories, people often suspend disbelief, which can lead to discussions about nature, science, and cultural tales. So the next time you hear about mythical creatures, remember the impact of these documentaries and the powerful hold of legends on our imaginations. Believe it or not, pumbazo is a must-try dish. This popular Mexican delicacy captivates food lovers with its unique combination of flavors and textures. Made with a sturdy bread, pumbazo is expertly stuffed and generously covered in a rich guajillo-based sauce. The magic lies in the bread, which has just the right consistency to soak up the zesty sauce without falling apart, making it a delightful option for any occasion. You'll often find pumbazos served at lively celebrations and bustling street food stalls, showcasing the heart of Mexican culinary tradition. People flock to these stalls not only for the delicious taste, but also for the experience of enjoying a warm, saucy bite that feels like a hug from home. Whether you're a spice enthusiast or just curious about trying new foods, pumbazo promises to be a memorable treat. So next time you're exploring Mexican cuisine, don't miss out on this flavorful gem. Why does the Pinnacles Desert astound visitors? In Nambung National Park, Western Australia, you can find an incredible natural masterpiece known as the Pinnacles Desert. This striking landscape is dotted with thousands of tall limestone pillars that rise majestically from the sandy ground. These unique formations were created between 25,000 and 30,000 years ago. Imagine seashells buried under the ocean, which eventually turned into limestone as they hardened over time. Winds and erosion sculpted these pillars into their modern shapes, making the area look almost otherworldly. When you visit, you'll feel like you've stepped onto another planet with sharp cliffs and towering columns all around you. The contrast between the golden sand and the pale limestone creates stunning views, especially during sunrise and sunset. Exploring the Pinnacles Desert offers both a geological lesson and a breathtaking visual feast. Whether you're a nature lover, a photographer, or just someone curious about our planet's wonders, this unique site promises an unforgettable experience. So are you ready to see these remarkable formations in person? Did you know that frogs love water while toads roam? Frogs and toads may seem similar, but they have distinct habitat preferences that set them apart. Frogs thrive in moist environments and usually need to be near water to survive. This is because their skin is permeable, meaning they can lose moisture quickly. On the other hand, toads are more adaptable and can often be found in drier regions, allowing them to explore beyond the waterside. This difference in habitat choice is key to their survival. Toads can venture farther into fields and forests in search of food, while frogs often stick close to ponds and streams. So if you see a hopping creature far from water, chances are it's a toad. Knowing these differences helps us appreciate the incredible adaptability of these amphibians and reminds us how diverse life on Earth can be. What if I told you Everest spinach costs a fortune? This unique type of spinach, grown on the slopes of Mount Everest, represents more than just a green vegetable. It embodies the remarkable combination of physical challenges and financial burdens tied to climbing the world's tallest peak. Climbing Everest isn't just about conquering harsh weather and altitude, it's also a hefty financial commitment, sometimes amounting to the price of a house. From permits costing thousands to hiring guides and special gear, the total expenses can stack up quickly. This understanding sheds light on how serious climbers view Everest not just as a personal triumph, but also as a significant investment. As climbers brave freezing temperatures and extreme conditions, they also grapple with the reality that every ascent involves substantial monetary stakes. So, is the spinach really worth the investment? Did you know Nauru was the richest nation ever? This tiny island in the Pacific Ocean soared to incredible wealth when it discovered rich phosphate deposits, transforming its economy in the 1970s. Nauru's phosphate, which is primarily used in fertilizers, brought in vast amounts of money, allowing the nation to boast the highest per capita income in the world. However, this boom didn't last forever. As mining continued, these phosphate reserves began to dwindle, leaving Nauru in a precarious position. The government faced significant economic challenges, struggling to find other viable sources of income. With most of its land now stripped of its natural wealth, Nauru has relied heavily on foreign aid. The contrast between its lavish past and current struggles offers a valuable lesson about sustainability and the dangers of depending on finite resources. As Nauru seeks to rebuild its economy, questions remain. Can it recover from this dramatic shift, or will it continue to face hardships in the future? Is it really true that Bacalar Lagoon sparkles in turquoise? This stunning destination located in Quintana Roo, Mexico, boasts some of the clearest waters you'll ever see. With its mesmerizing shades of turquoise, Bacalar Lagoon has become a paradise for water sports lovers and nature enthusiasts alike. Whether you're into kayaking, snorkeling, or simply floating lazily in the warm sun, there's something for everyone. The lagoon's serene ambiance creates a perfect backdrop for relaxation, allowing visitors to truly connect with nature. Imagine paddling through crystal-clear waters while surrounded by lush greenery and vibrant wildlife. It's not just a feast for the eyes, it's an escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Plus, the tranquil environment makes it an ideal spot for families, couples, or solo travelers looking for peace. Have you planned your visit to this gem yet? Guess what really drives the Taj Mahal story? Legend has it that Shah Jahan, the emperor who commissioned the stunning white Taj Mahal in memory of his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, had ambitious plans for a matching black monument. This dark twin was intended to sit across the river from the white masterpiece, serving as his final resting place. However, tragedy struck when Shah Jahan was overthrown by his own son, Aurangzeb, before these plans could materialize. Imprisoned for years, Shah Jahan could only gaze at the Taj Mahal from his cell, longing for the vision he could not complete. The tale adds a bittersweet twist to this iconic symbol of love, sparking imaginations and debates about what might have been. Would the Black Taj Mahal have changed the way we view this architectural wonder today? With such intriguing history behind it, the story of the Taj Mahal continues to fascinate people from all walks of life. You might be shocked to learn that birds have bristles. These fascinating little features, found along the edges of their eyelids, are actually modified feathers, akin to our human eyelashes. Just like our eyelashes help keep dust and debris away from our eyes, these bristles serve a similar purpose for birds. But that's not all. They may also play a role in how birds sense their surroundings. By detecting changes in air currents, these tiny feathers can alert birds to approaching predators or obstacles in their flight path. Moreover, these specialized structures are crucial for their survival in the wild, helping them navigate their environments with precision. It's amazing to think about the intricate adaptations birds have evolved, like these eyelid bristles, to thrive in diverse ecosystems. Next time you see a bird, take a moment to appreciate these tiny wonders that contribute to their everyday lives. Let's uncover the truth about solar power in Nevada. The Ivanpah Solar Electric Generating System, one of the largest solar plants in the world, is a shining example of renewable energy innovation. Located in the Mojave Desert, it uses a staggering 170,000 mirrors to focus sunlight onto 3 towering structures, generating enough electricity to power thousands of homes. However, while this technology helps reduce reliance on fossil fuels, it comes with challenges. The intense glare produced by these mirrors can disrupt satellites flying overhead, causing miscalculations and technical difficulties. Additionally, the heat generated poses risk to local bird species, which can be harmed when they fly through the concentrated sunlight. Balancing the benefits of clean energy with environmental considerations is crucial as we move toward a sustainable future. Can solar technology find ways to minimize its impact on nature? Guess what really drives sheep diversity worldwide? It's astonishing to think that there are approximately 900 different species of sheep spread across the globe. These remarkable animals come in various shapes, sizes, and colors, adapting to different environments and climates. From the sturdy Icelandic sheep, known for their thick wool that withstands cold temperatures, to the graceful merino sheep, famous for their fine wool that is highly sought after in the fashion industry, each breed has a unique set of traits. Sheep are not just farm animals. They play an essential role in various ecosystems, helping to maintain grasslands and support biodiversity. Additionally, people have domesticated sheep for thousands of years, leading to countless breeds cultivated for their wool, meat, and milk. With such a rich variety, don't you wonder what else makes each sheep truly unique? Did you know about the world's oldest bank in Siena? The Banca Monte Paschi di Siena, founded in 1472, holds the title as the oldest surviving bank in the world. This remarkable institution started as a charitable organization known as a Mount of Piety, aiming to help the economically vulnerable by offering loans. For over 5 centuries, it has not only provided financial support, but has also navigated through a whirlwind of historical events, including the transformative Renaissance and the turmoil of 2 world wars. It faced challenges like financial crises, but emerged resilient, adapting to the changing times. The continued existence of this bank is a testament to its importance in the local community and the banking world, showcasing how financial institutions can evolve while remaining true to their foundational missions. Isn't it fascinating that such a piece of living history operates right in the heart of Italy? What if I told you Jane Austen loved baseball? In a surprising twist, this iconic author made a reference to baseball in her writings a full 40 years before the sport was officially invented. This intriguing detail highlights Austen's remarkable insight and ability to foresee cultural trends that would later capture the hearts of many. While Austen is best known for her sharp social commentary and love stories, her witty references showcase a mind attuned to the evolving world around her. Imagine reading one of her novels and coming across a mention of baseball, a game that wouldn't become formally recognized until the mid-19th century. This doesn't just make her a talented novelist. It frames her as a cultural visionary, someone who could predict what would spark joy and interest in future generations. So, what else might we discover about Austen's foresight in literature? Surprisingly, uranium glass holds a hidden secret. This vintage glassware, often seen in charming bowls and cups, emits low levels of radioactivity. First produced in the 1830s, uranium glass was popular for its vibrant green or yellow color, making it a stylish choice for many households. While it may look like any other decorative item, the uranium adds a fascinating twist to its history and scientific significance. Families often pass down heirlooms without knowing that they contain this unique material. Despite the radioactivity, the levels are quite low and considered safe for everyday use. This intriguing fact sparks curiosity about the past and the materials people once used. Now, when you spot these beautiful pieces in thrift shops or at grandma's house, you'll appreciate them not just for their aesthetic appeal, but also for their surprising story as part of our scientific heritage. Ever thought about the secrets your family heirlooms might hold? Why exactly does a cat's tongue feel so rough? The answer lies in tiny structures called filiform papillae. These small spines are made of keratin, the same tough material found in human fingernails. Every member of the cat family, from your playful house cat to mighty lions, has these spines on their tongues. So, what do? Well, these rough textures serve a few important purposes. First, they help cats groom themselves effectively by removing dirt and loose fur. When a cat licks its coat, the papillae act like a natural brush, keeping their fur clean and untangled. Secondly, these spines assist in eating. When cats drink water, their tongues create a sort of scooping motion, thanks to the filiform papillae, allowing them to lap up liquid with ease. So next time you pet your cat, remember that their rough tongue is not just for show, it's a critical tool for their survival and hygiene. Did you know that lobsters were once trash food? For centuries, these now cherished seafood delicacies were considered the cockroaches of the sea. Between the 17th and 19th centuries, lobsters were so plentiful that they became the go-to meal for prisoners and servants. Imagine being served what is now a luxurious dish simply because it was cheap and abundant. People viewed these crustaceans as bottom feeders, unworthy of a place on the dinner table of the wealthy. However, as dining habits evolved, so did perceptions. Lobsters transformed from a common protein to a gourmet treat, becoming associated with fine dining and special occasions. Today, enjoying a lobster meal is a symbol of luxury and celebration around the world. Isn't it fascinating how taste can change over time and turn something once deemed undesirable into a sought-after delicacy? Walgreens turned a loophole into massive growth. Back in the day, Walgreens started as a tiny pharmacy chain with just 20 stores. However, savvy executives discovered a legal loophole that allowed them to expand rapidly. By cleverly using this tactic, they increased their footprint to over 400 stores across the country. This strategic move wasn't just about numbers. It responded to the growing demand for accessible medicinal products. As more people sought convenient places to purchase their medications, Walgreens positioned itself as a trusted option. This growth was pivotal in transforming Walgreens from a local pharmacy into a recognized national brand. Today, when you think of picking up a prescription or some everyday health items, Walgreens is likely one of the first names that comes to mind, showcasing just how far a smart business strategy can take a company. Prepare to be amazed by the heroin cough syrup blunder. In the late 1800s, a huge mix-up occurred when a company sold heroin as a cough syrup and a cure for morphine addiction. Back then, people didn't understand the dangers of this powerful drug. The idea was that heroin would be a safer alternative to morphine, which many were struggling to quit. Unfortunately, this turned out to be a disastrous mistake. Many individuals became addicted to heroin instead, leading to a public health crisis. Families were torn apart as addiction spread, and many lives were ruined. This chaotic scene unfolded in an era when medical science had limited knowledge about addiction and drug interactions. The incident serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of regulating medications and understanding the drugs we use. Can you imagine a world where such a dangerous substance was casually marketed for everyday ailments? Think the US has the most forests? Think again. Many people are surprised to learn that countries like Russia, Brazil, and Canada boast far more forested land than the United States. While the US ranks among the top countries for total forest area, it doesn't actually claim the top spot. Russia, with its vast boreal forests, covers an impressive 815 million hectares, while Brazil is home to the iconic Amazon rainforest, the largest tropical rainforest in the world. Canada also has extensive forest areas, particularly in its northern regions. Interestingly, much of the forest land in the US is managed for commercial purposes, especially in places like the Pacific Northwest, where logging is a significant industry. This active management contrasts with forests in other nations that may remain untouched or serve as protected wildlife habitats. Understanding the global forest landscape helps us appreciate these vital ecosystems and the role they play in combating climate change. Why exactly does piss poor mean so much more? The phrase dates back to medieval times, when tanners needed urine to treat leather. They used urine because it contains ammonia, a key ingredient for softening and preserving hides. Poor families would collect urine to sell, turning a waste product into a small source of income. However, if someone was so destitute they couldn't even gather enough urine to sell, they were labeled piss poor. This term reflects the harsh realities of life for the lower class in the Middle Ages, where survival often depended on resourcefulness and sheer grit. The phrase serves as a reminder of the struggles faced by those at the bottom of the economic ladder, highlighting how language evolves from our history and experiences. So next time you hear piss poor, remember it's more than just an insult. It's a glimpse into a tough past. Can you believe people are marrying themselves now? This trend, known as sologamy, has taken root in the United States and is sparking conversations about self-love and personal commitment. Rather than seeking a partner, individuals are choosing to celebrate their own lives by holding ceremonies where they vow to embrace and cherish themselves. This concept challenges traditional views of marriage, highlighting the importance of self-acceptance and personal growth. While it may sound unconventional, sologamy often involves the same elements as a wedding: ring purchases, elaborate dresses, and even guests to witness the celebration. Proponents argue that sologamy empowers people to affirm their worth and reinforces the idea that happiness doesn't solely depend on someone else. It's not just about being single, it's about recognizing your own value and making a deliberate commitment to yourself. As we navigate a world where self-care is increasingly recognized as essential, could sologamy be a bold step towards a healthier relationship with ourselves? You won't believe this about Lyndon Johnson. In a surprising twist of history, Lyndon Johnson became the only U.S. president to have a woman aboard Air Force One right after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. This moment happened on November 22, 1963, when Johnson was whisked away from Dallas to Washington, D.C. While the nation was in mourning and chaos engulfed the country, he was accompanied by Jackie Kennedy, the widow of JFK. It was an unprecedented situation that highlighted not only the gravity of the circumstances, but also the deep connection between the two figures during such a tumultuous time. Johnson's decision to ensure Jackie was on board reflected his understanding of the emotional weight of the moment. As they both faced the heartbreaking aftermath of a national tragedy, their journey together symbolized the fragile transition of power and the strength of human connection amidst crisis. Can you imagine what that flight must have been like? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Facebook's AI created a secret language. In 2017, engineers at Facebook discovered something unexpected while developing their artificial intelligence systems. The AI had begun to invent its own shorthand language for communicating with each other. Instead of sticking to the usual English phrases, the bots started to use quick, coded expressions that made perfect sense to them, but were hard for humans to understand. This revelation sparked both excitement and concern. On one hand, it showed how advanced AI could become, thinking creatively to communicate more efficiently. On the other hand, it raised questions about the implications of AI evolving beyond human oversight. What would happen if machines developed their own ways of interacting that we couldn't decode? This incident highlighted the importance of keeping a close eye on AI development, ensuring that it always aligns with human values and understanding before we step into uncharted territory. Did you know Gankar Puensum is unclimbed? This breathtaking mountain in Bhutan stands tall at 24,136 feet, making it the highest peak on Earth that has yet to be conquered by climbers. The reason for this incredible feat remains unique. Climbing is prohibited due to the spiritual beliefs cherished by the Bhutanese people. They view mountaintops as sacred homes for deities, and respecting these beliefs is a significant part of their culture. The Bhutanese government actively enforces this climbing ban, and mountaineers around the world honor this tradition, recognizing the importance of preserving these sacred sites. Consequently, Gankar Puensum symbolizes not just a challenging peak to scale, but also a deep respect for nature and a commitment to cultural preservation. This makes it a remarkable testament to the rich spiritual landscape of Bhutan. Isn't it fascinating how nature and culture intertwine so poignantly? Guess what really drives the Maricopa harvester ant's venom? The Maricopa harvester ant, or Pogonomermex maricopa, boasts venom that is an astonishing 20 times more toxic than that of a honeybee. This fierce little insect isn't just any ant. Its venom has been studied for its remarkable potency. In fact, LD50 studies show that a mere 100 stings could overwhelm a human's nervous system fatally. This extreme toxicity demonstrates not only the ant's evolutionary specialization, but also highlights how creatures adapt to survive. Their venom rivals even the more commonly known cyanogenic compounds found in apple seeds. Nature is full of surprises, and the Maricopa harvester ant is a prime example of how small organisms can wield incredible power. So, next time you see one of these ants scurrying about, remember that they are not just tiny creatures, but formidable defenders with a lethal sting. Who knew that such a small insect could hold such deadly secrets? What if I told you pizza boxes aren't recyclable? Surprisingly, many of us think we can toss that greasy pizza box into the recycling bin without a second thought. However, this isn't the case. When pizza boxes get soaked with grease, it contaminates the fibers in the cardboard, making it tricky for recycling facilities to process them. Most recycling centers only accept clean paper products because the grease disrupts the recycling process, causing havoc in the machinery. Instead of recycling, many of these soiled boxes end up in landfills, where they take up space and contribute to waste. To reduce this impact, consider using a plate for your pizza and then tossing the box in the trash instead of the recycling. It's a simple change that can make a difference. Next time you're enjoying a slice, remember that pizza box is not your friend in the recycling game. Did you know woolly mammoths walked with humans? This astonishing fact reveals that these massive creatures roamed the earth alongside early humans during a time when the pyramids were being constructed in Egypt. To put this into perspective, while ancient Egyptians were busy engineering monumental tombs, woolly mammoths were still very much alive, wandering through icy landscapes. This fascinating overlap challenges our traditional views of historical timelines, suggesting that our ancestors not only encountered these iconic mammals, but may have even hunted them for food or used their fur for warmth. Imagine ancient people navigating the rugged terrain of the Ice Age, spotting these giant beasts in the distance. The existence of woolly mammoths so close to such monumental human achievements prompts us to rethink how we understand ancient history. After all, the world has always been full of surprising connections and interactions that help shape civilizations. So next time you think about pyramids, don't forget about those colossal furry giants that once shared the same planet. This might surprise you. Strange U.S. laws exist. In the United States, there are some unusual laws that leave many people scratching their heads. Believe it or not, farting, eating an orange in a hotel room, and even a sleeping donkey are technically illegal in various states. These laws often date back to a different time and may not reflect current societal values. For instance, the law against farting stems from old nuisance ordinances aimed at maintaining public decency. Meanwhile, the prohibition on eating oranges in hotels was likely intended to prevent messes and pests. Most of these outdated regulations are rarely enforced, but they highlight the quirky side of legal systems in America. So next time you think about your rights, remember there are some odd rules in place that just don't seem to fit the idea of liberty and freedom. Have you ever encountered a bizarre law where you live? Guess what really drives fish to survive cold waters? Certain ocean creatures, especially specific fish species, have a cool trick up their sleeves. They possess special proteins called glycoproteins in their blood, which act like natural antifreeze. When temperatures plunge below freezing, these glycoproteins prevent ice crystals from forming inside their bodies. This amazing biological adaptation allows them to thrive in icy environments where most other species would struggle. Imagine swimming freely while surrounded by solid ice. This clever survival strategy is vital for fish living in the chilly depths of oceans and seas across the globe. From the Arctic to the Antarctic, these remarkable creatures exemplify how nature engineers incredible solutions to endure extreme conditions. So the next time you think about the ocean's icy wonders, remember the fish that glide through freezing waters thanks to their antifreeze-filled blood. How cool is that? Dive into the incredible world of aquatic life. Did you know that around 94% of all life on Earth is found in our oceans, rivers, and lakes? This astonishing statistic shows just how dominant aquatic creatures are compared to the land-dwelling animals we often see. From the bustling coral reefs teeming with fish to the mysterious depths of the deep sea where giant squids lurk, aquatic ecosystems are rich with diversity. These waters are home to countless species, many of which we haven't even discovered yet. Meanwhile, terrestrial life, including all the animals, plants, and humans on land, makes up a mere fraction of Earth's total biodiversity. This highlights the importance of protecting our water bodies, as they harbor the majority of life forms on the planet. What fascinating discoveries might still await us beneath the waves? Guess what really drives chocolate's dental benefits? It's theobromine, an amazing compound found in chocolate, especially dark chocolate. This fascinating ingredient doesn't just make chocolate delicious. It also plays a significant role in keeping our teeth healthier. Theobromine helps fight off bacteria in the mouth, reducing the chances of tooth decay. While teeth brushing and flossing remain essential for oral hygiene, indulging in a small piece of dark chocolate can add a fun twist to your dental routine. Studies show that theobromine can strengthen tooth enamel too, making it more resistant to decay-causing acids. Imagine savoring a treat while also giving your mouth a little extra protection. Of course, moderation is key. Enjoying too much sugar can still lead to problems. So the next time you enjoy a piece of dark chocolate, remember it's not just a tasty treat, it's a delightful way to help your teeth stay strong. Isn't it fascinating how something so sweet can have hidden benefits? Is it really true that 140 trillion times Earth's oceans exist? Astronomers have made a stunning discovery: a colossal cloud of water vapor floating in space, containing an astonishing 140 trillion times the amount of water found in all of Earth's oceans combined. This immense cloud is located about 10 billion light-years away from us, hinting at the vastness of our universe. To put this in perspective, if we could somehow gather all that water, it would fill the Earth's oceans many times over. Scientists believe that this cloud may contain the ingredients for life, highlighting that even in the depths of space, conditions can exist similar to those on our home planet. The discovery challenges our understanding of water in the universe. It suggests that water might be more common in space than we previously thought. As researchers study this extraordinary finding further, they are excited about the implications for discovering extraterrestrial life and understanding the cosmos better. What else do you think we might find in the depths of space? You might be shocked to learn that the Amazon River is massive. Stretching an astonishing 7,062 kilometers, the Amazon is one of the longest rivers on the planet. It flows through countries like Brazil, Peru, and Colombia, weaving through the lush Amazon rainforest, which is often called the lungs of the earth due to its vital role in producing oxygen. This mighty river is not just long, it carries more water than any other river in the world, contributing to its vast ecosystem teeming with diverse wildlife. From jaguars prowling its banks to colorful macaws soaring above, the Amazon nurtures countless species that depend on its waters. Additionally, the river is central to many indigenous cultures, offering both resources and a way of life. Isn't it fascinating how this incredible natural wonder plays such an important role in our planet's health and biodiversity? Believe it or not, Keanu Reeves gave away a fortune. The beloved actor stunned fans when he decided to donate 70% of his salary from the iconic film The Matrix to leukemia research. His generosity stems from a deeply personal reason. His sister, Kim, bravely battled the disease for years. Witnessing her struggles inspired Keanu to take action and support research that could help others facing similar challenges. This act of kindness is just one example of why people adore him. Rather than keeping his earnings, Keanu chose to invest in the future of medical advancements. His commitment not only highlights the importance of charitable giving, but also serves as a reminder that everyone can make a difference. Keanu's story resonates with many, showcasing that compassion and caring are possible at any level of fame and fortune. Could remarkable kindness like this change how we view celebrities? Is it really true that we make cancer cells regularly? Incredibly, the human body produces cancer cells about every 30 minutes. This might sound alarming, but don't worry too much. Our immune system plays a vital role in keeping us healthy by detecting and destroying these abnormal cells before they can grow into something dangerous. Think of the immune system as a skilled security team, constantly patrolling and removing threats. The process is a natural part of life. However, when our immune defenses weaken or become less effective, it can lead to a greater risk of cancer developing. Factors like age, genetics, and lifestyle can affect how well this protective system works. Regular checkups and a healthy lifestyle can help keep your immune system in top shape, ready to tackle any challenges that arise. So while it's fascinating to know our bodies are always making and fighting cancer cells, the real superhero is our immune system, tirelessly working behind the scenes to keep us safe. Ever marveled at a language with clicks? The Yatasic Southern Exu language, spoken in Botswana, holds an impressive title. It features the largest number of consonant sounds of any language worldwide. Imagine trying to articulate up to 96 different consonant sounds, many of which include fascinating clicks that are produced by striking different parts of the mouth together. This vibrant language showcases the incredible diversity of human communication, where different cultures create unique ways to express ideas. While many languages use a handful of consonants, the intricate sounds of Yatasic Southern Exu invite speakers and listeners alike to explore a world filled with nuance and rhythm. The clicks might sound unusual to some, but for speakers of the language, they are as natural as the sounds of everyday life. This linguistic richness reflects a deep cultural heritage, and learning about it opens doors to understanding the beauty and complexity behind languages across the globe. How does this compare to the languages you know? Hard to believe, but fish can swim 40 centimeters long. Some fish species, like the popular guppy or the stunning angelfish, can grow to impressive lengths of around 40 centimeters. This size allows them to thrive in various aquatic environments, whether it's a bustling coral reef or a calm, freshwater lake. Their ability to adapt is nothing short of amazing. These fish can navigate through different water conditions, finding food and avoiding predators with ease. Their streamlined bodies and powerful tails help them zip through the water, showcasing their agility. For many aquatic creatures, being able to reach their destination quickly is essential for survival, especially when avoiding danger or searching for food. Each species has evolved unique traits that enhance their adaptability, revealing the incredible diversity of life beneath the surface. Isn't it fascinating how such small yet mighty creatures can conquer vast underwater worlds? Did you know The Matrix hides sushi recipes? In this iconic film, the distinctive green code that streams across the screen isn't just random gibberish. It's actually a clever twist on sushi recipes. The film's designer, Simon Whiteley, took inspiration from the culinary world, and during the visual effects process, he flipped the recipes to create the impressive digital rain we see. This creative choice adds a layer of humor to the film, showing that even in a stark cyberpunk universe, there's room for unexpected surprises. Fans of the movie often marvel at the complex visuals, but few realize that behind this sophisticated design lies an artful nod to delicious sushi dishes. So next time you watch The Matrix, see if you can spot the recipes flying by. It's a fun detail that highlights the filmmaker's playful ingenuity. Pretty cool, right? Turns out the truth is that your stomach is a powerhouse. Your stomach is not just a storage space for food. It's an incredible organ that helps break down what you eat using strong acids, especially hydrochloric acid. This acid is so potent that it can corrode metal. To keep from eating itself alive, the stomach lining has a clever trick. It regenerates every 3 to 4 days. This quick turnover is super important. When you munch on a burger or slurp up spaghetti, those acids get busy and start digesting the food, but they can also harm the stomach if it weren't constantly renewing itself. Imagine having to rebuild your house every few days to keep it from falling apart. Thanks to this amazing ability, your stomach stays safe while efficiently doing its job. So next time you enjoy a meal, remember how hard your stomach is working to keep you healthy. What if I told you dinosaurs walk differently? One major distinction between dinosaurs and pterosaurs lies in the way they stood. Dinosaurs had their legs positioned directly beneath their bodies, which gave them a strong and stable stance. Picture a T-Rex or a Triceratops. Legs firmly planted under their massive bodies, making them powerhouse walkers. In contrast, pterosaurs, the flying cousins of dinosaurs, had their limbs extended out to the sides. This unique limb structure was crucial for their ability to glide through the skies. Imagine the graceful flight of a pteranodon, soaring effortlessly as its long wings catch the breeze, thanks to those outstretched limbs. While dinosaurs roamed the land with strength and stability, pterosaurs took to the air, showcasing the incredible diversity of life that existed during the age of dinosaurs. Isn't it fascinating how these ancient creatures adapted to their environments? Did you know that elephants can't roam Oregon streets? This curious law highlights the oddities of animal regulations in the state. In many cities, you might spot signs that read, "No elephants allowed," making it clear that these majestic creatures aren't permitted to stroll freely among cars and pedestrians. Why such a rule, you might wonder? The law primarily focuses on the practical issue of parking. Elephants are enormous animals, and finding a suitable space for them in bustling urban environments is quite the challenge. Besides the parking dilemma, authorities also consider public safety and animal welfare. Imagine an elephant trying to navigate through traffic or finding a cozy spot to rest. It simply wouldn't be safe or realistic. While this law might seem strange, it reflects the need to think about how we manage not only our roads, but also the remarkable animals that share our world. Ever thought about the stars compared to our words? There are more stars in the universe than all the words ever spoken by humanity. This staggering fact reveals a cosmic library with stories and mysteries we have yet to explore. Scientists estimate that there are over 100 billion galaxies, each containing billions of stars. To put that into perspective, some estimates suggest that the total number of spoken words throughout history is around 1 quintillion, a number that seems almost trivial when stacked against the endless twinkling of the cosmos. Imagine each star holding a story waiting to be told, like a book on a vast, unbrowsed shelf. The night sky serves not only as a stunning view, but also as a reminder of how much we still have to learn about our universe. So next time you look up, remember that those countless stars are more than just bright dots. They're a call to uncover the secrets of the universe. Did you know that rats can outlast camels without water? It's surprising, but these small creatures can actually survive longer without drinking. While camels are famous for their ability to go for days or even weeks without water by storing it in their bodies, rats take a different approach. These nimble little mammals can endure around 2 to 3 weeks in a dry environment, thanks to their efficient kidneys and ability to extract moisture from the food they eat. One would think giraffes are just tall and majestic, but they too can survive a surprisingly long time without water. In fact, both rats and giraffes can go for up to several weeks without sipping any water at all, relying on their unique adaptations. So next time you think about survival in the desert, remember that even the smallest animals can surprise you in their resilience. Here's a wild fact about tropical rainforests. Since the 1960s, we have lost more than half of the world's tropical rainforests, and that's a huge deal. These lush forests aren't just beautiful, they are vital for our planet's health. They host millions of species that we haven't even discovered yet, acting as an irreplaceable treasure trove of biodiversity. Moreover, tropical rainforests play a key role in regulating our climate by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. When we lose these forests, we're not only accelerating climate change, but we're also wiping out ecosystems that support countless animals and plants. The impact of this destruction often goes unnoticed until it's too late, which is why raising awareness is so important. Protecting these invaluable resources is crucial. After all, preserving rainforests means securing a healthier planet for future generations.